Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. That is Jack. I am Conrad, and this is the Footy 5, where we try to struggle to remember what was happening in the Champions League. Last matches were played. We don't remember a whole heck of a lot.
Yeah, especially from where it really began, like nearly 12 months ago now. Slavia Praha, when they realized they were doomed. A lot of match day income, but not a lot of victories.
Not a lot of social distancing going on. I see some empty seats behind them, so they're doing a good job. So maybe this is their bubble. But this seems like an eternity
Oh,
ago.
it was.
First one up is Juventus and Lyon.
Lyon, I mean, they're coming in cold, pretty much. They had their final match against PSG about a week ago.
League Cup.
When they played this match, they lost that one on penalties. But Juventus have had a full campaign. They finished their season off.
How many? They played 10 matches?
They're going to come in prepared. Lyon may be a bit fresher, but they're not going to have the match fitness and the form that Juventus probably will have. So Juventus obviously have to come back from a deficit. It's going to be tough for them, but they've got probably more quality than a seventh place to Lyon side.
Absolutely. I don't see this being much of a struggle for Juventus. I think Ronaldo's going to be fired up.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't look too happy being sat for that final match in Serie A, but we shall see. That match on August 7th. Next up, City and Real Madrid.
That's an interesting one. You got champions of Spain,
Runners-up in England.
and the runners-up of England. And I think, especially after the first match, 2 away goals for Manchester City, a bit better form, you could argue, in the last couple of matches. They really want this a lot more, probably more talent. I think
They've been playing really well. They had a couple clunkers, the semifinal of the FA Cup.
Against Arsenal, but they just beat Norwich 5-0. Beating Norwich isn't an accomplishment, but you said farewell to David Silva's Premier League career. Maybe he could have an impact in the final few matches of the Champions League campaign as well.
And they look to be pretty healthy, City do.
Yes, exactly.
Shall see. Barcelona and Napoli. Remember when Carlo Ancelotti was coaching for
That was the
Napoli?
season. That was the
and
season.
they beat Liverpool in the group stage. And when Ancelotti said, "Don't worry, Jurgen," when Napoli beat Liverpool win the title.
Yeah.
Obviously, Liverpool going out against Madrid in this round.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think Napoli are going to put much of a fight. They finished 7th in Serie A.
Yeah. And Barcelona haven't been great either. They had a bit of a poor end to their campaign.
Finished 2nd.
They won their last match 5-0. Lionel Messi probably going to be motivated to try and get his side going forward. And I think, especially at home, Napoli not as talented as Barcelona. You would expect them to win that match.
Yeah. Home maybe not mattering in any of this, given
You don't have to fly.
And I think that's why they're changing the format, which we'll touch on here in a little bit. Bayern 3 away goals to Chelsea. Chelsea, Pulisic got hurt in the FA Cup final as they lost that.
Yeah.
I don't see Bayern. They ripped through their finals, matches in Bundesliga.
Yeah, they obviously have a long break since their last match. It's going to be going on over a month since their last competitive match.
July 4th.
Yeah, but Chelsea are poor defensively, especially without Azpilicueta, and they're not as great offensively without Pulisic. So Bayern, you'd be stunned if they managed to drop this. You're at home. You're up 3-0, 3 away goals. Just defend well. You'll be able to score against them pretty easily. Just don't get embarrassed.
Yeah, no, I don't see Chelsea moving on here. So we obviously, on the right-hand side, we've got Madrid going through, Leipzig going through, Atalanta going through, and PSG going through, which means Dortmund were sent home. Valencia, we can't seem to remember Atalanta beating Valencia 8-4 on aggregate.
When I saw it, I was looking back. I said 8-4 in aggregate. I said I do not recall that happening. Then maybe the UEFA is just pulling a fast one on us all and saying that happened.
And then Spurs going out and Liverpool going out, last year's finalists.
Mm-hmm.
So there's only one Champions League team really that we see going through here. We have Juventus going through, we have City going through, Barcelona going through, and Munich going through.
What I do like about this, though, is that on the other side of the bracket from the one that hasn't been decided yet, all 4 of those teams never won a Champions League. So we're going to have potentially a first-time winner in the final at the very least, which will prove to be quite interesting. And if Manchester City can make it as well, we would see it as it would be the first time a first-timer would win a Champions League.
I think City. We'll come back to as these matches play out, a next round predictions. But I think the way City were playing in the tail end of the Premier League, I think they look the best of the bunch right now.
They look very good.
Maybe Bayern a close second. A semifinal of Bayern and Manchester City would be an interesting match.
That definitely would be,
especially for the Guardiola story.
And I mean, if this was to be the case, what happens? It'd be fascinating. Even in no crowds, it would be probably some really good football being played.
And they'll be playing a single elimination tournament in Lisbon for the quarters and semis and final.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Crazy.
This is the quarterfinal 16 as we finish up here. Oops. Hit the microphone. So that'll do it for us for trying to remember what happened in the Champions League from 4 months ago when we last played. Jack, Conrad, 45. Please give us a like, a subscribe. Look for us on the Twitter at the 45. Thank you all. Take care now.